Why do high achievers and successful people need coaches if they're already doing very well and already successful?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And the answer is that people that you see who are driven and who are successful, they have the same exact challenges as everybody else, right? The difference is successful people put the things in place and the people in place in their lives to help them overcome those things, right? So one of the fallacies is that, like, when you see people achieving their goals or like up to big things and accomplishing and succeeding and all of that, one of the common fallacies is that they don't struggle with confidence, right? That they don't struggle with imposter syndrome, that they don't worry that, you know, they haven't done enough or that they're not enough. And that's just not the case. I've been working with successful, driven people. I am one. I've been working with successful, driven people for 16 years, right? In 3 different industries. So I've coached athletes, I've coached entrepreneurs, I've coached leaders, I've been a life coach, and everybody deals with the same insecurities. Everybody is going through something in their personal life. And one of the things that's really common with driven high achievers is at a certain point you can outgrow everyone around you, meaning you're more driven than everyone in your circle. And when that happens, there's nobody to actually raise the bar for you. There's nobody that's calling you out and saying, hey, I know you've got more inside of you, because to everybody else, to the average person, it looks like you're operating at a 10. It looks like, oh, you're already there. Like, you don't need to do anything else. But a truly driven person who's driven by growth, by personal development, who wants to contribute, who's not satisfied with just average or just doing enough, they always know that they've got more inside of them. And the risk that you run when you try to be a lone wolf and just depend on your own drive and your own motivation is you never actually reach your potential. Right? Like you stop at a 7 or an 8 because your 7 or 8 is like a 10 compared to the average person. And so if you don't have that coach, that mentor, that person, that community in your life that can call you out on your BS and know when you're holding back and know when, you know, you're playing it safe and being comfortable, if you don't have that person pushing you, then you sell out on yourself. You never break that glass ceiling, and you know it. A client of mine, Jeff, said to me, listen, I've never had a coach, super successful, really successful, runs his own company, is an artist, you know, travels all over the world. And he said to me, the reason I'm hiring you, Jessica, you were recommended to me because I was told that you wouldn't buy my BS. You know, and that's what he said. He said, I need somebody who will call me out of my BS and who will help me to see my blind spots. So yes, if you're a successful, driven person, you most certainly need a coach, but not just any coach. You need a coach that's at a higher level than you are, who has already achieved what you want to achieve. And so you need a coach who is living that kind of life. So look for a coach who's leading by example. Look for a coach who you see out there in the world taking him or herself on, not just in business, but in all areas of life, because that's the kind of person that you want influencing your mind. That's the kind of person you want in your corner, and that's the kind of person that you want pulling you forward.